Welcome to Sumita Roy's English classroom. This is Professor Sumita Roy. Today, we are going to talk about how a vacation should be planned. Many of you have been asking how to begin to speak English. Here are some simple sentences for you to begin to speak English. When you listen to these sentences, you try to understand what they mean and then you repeat the sentences. That is a wonderful practice. For those of you who want to plan a real vacation, here are some pointers. Your English is good, but you need to plan. And you need to talk to people about it in English. Then do it using the ideas in this video. Also, please remember that many new subscribers are asking how to use the videos in this channel. You can use any video of your choice to begin. The order in which I have posted the videos should also help you. If you start watching from the beginning, you will get a lot of help. So please choose what interests you. Please choose what you need, or please follow the pattern in which the videos have been uploaded for the last almost 5 months. Now, before we begin, I repeat my 5-point mantra, and that is to watch, to like, to comment, share and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Let us now begin to talk about vacation planning. Vacation planning would imply that you have some holiday, or you have a series of holidays, or you want to take 10 days or 15 days off, and then you can easily go someplace. So, what are the various points you have to keep in mind? First one is when to go. Your vacation depends on when you can go. The second point is where to go. That is the second point. You have to choose a place you want to go to. And the third point is how should you reach that place? How will you travel to that place? And the next one is where to stay. And finally, what to see or what to do during the vacation. So these, if you keep in mind, you will be able to plan your vacation well. Let us talk about the first one, and that is when to go. I have here for you 20 sentences or groups of sentences which should be useful when you are planning your vacation. Please remember that vacation planning has to be done according to whatever time you have, that is, whatever free time you have. So if your children are in school, then you have to plan your vacation in the school holidays. Unless you have school holiday, you cannot plan a vacation. Then suppose you have a series of holidays during some festival season. That's a good time to plan a vacation. You can also plan a vacation when you have some compulsory leave coming to you. At the end of the year or sometime, your organization tells you that you need to take some time off. You can plan your vacation at that time also. Now here are 4 sentences, or sometimes, there might be a longer 2-3 sentences in a cluster. Here are 4 sentences which talk about when to go. When to go is our first point. You have to remember. Now these are 4 sentences which go with this. What time should we take our vacation? First is, my daughters have holidays for Christmas, so we are planning a trip. My daughters have holidays for Christmas. So we are planning a trip. Now you see, school holiday, you have synchronized it with school holiday. All my school friends go for a holiday with their families during the summer break. Now you are a student, you get a summer vacation, and then you say that all our families, you have friends who are also studying with you, all of you together go for a vacation, and the time chosen is summer. Now Christmas is winter, and here we are also talking about summer vacation. Then both Rajesh and Neha work in the IT sector and have to take 10 days leave every December. So their organization tells them that you have to take 10 days leave, take it in December. They always plan their vacation in advance. So since they know exactly when those 10 days are going to come, they plan well in advance so that they can do a good planning and they can go for a nice, relaxing vacation. We have to remember that vacations recharge us. We feel energetic, we feel enthusiastic after we have come back from a vacation. Then you have the next sentence, sentence number 4, in this first category, where to go. The Tendulkars live in Bhopal, but always plan a vacation to Mumbai during the Ganesh festival every year. So the Tendulkars belong to Mumbai, but now they live in Bhopal. So they travel from Bhopal every year during the Ganesh festival. It is a 10-day festival. So they try to take their 10-day vacation by coming to Mumbai. This is the first point about your holiday planning. You have to keep in mind when to go. Now we move on to the next point, which I mentioned already. And that next point is where to go. Now after when, we have where to go. So you can go to a beach or a seaside if you like that. You can go to a hill station, a small city or town on the hills. You can also go to a big modern city. You can go to some historic place, or you can take an international tour from your country to some other country which you want to see. So these are all the possibilities which you have. Now you can look for all of them. So you start by saying, here there are 5 sentences and some of the clusters have more than one sentence. So you have to see that there are not only one sentence, but in the point which, third and fourth, we have more than one sentence. All are simple sentences, so there should be no difficulty for you at all. The first of them is, Kumar loves to swim. Kumar loves to swim. So he prefers to go to the seaside for his annual holiday. You have the sea coast, many places to stay, and then you can go and swim in the sea all the time. Whenever you want, you can have a swim. So that is his preference. He chooses a place based on his preference. Then you have the next sentence. Ooty is the closest hill station for the Narasimha family. Ooty is Uttarakhand, which is in the south. So Ooty is a closest hill station for the Narasimha family. So they go there quite often. Now you see 2 sentences here. Although it is number 2, but here are 2 sentences. Ooty is the closest hill station and they go there quite often. Because it's close, they go there. Hill station. What is to be done? You can go trekking, you can see the beautiful flowers, you can see some waterfalls, all kinds of things. If there's a lake, you can go boating. So many things to do. Now we move to the next group of sentences in where to go. Where to go you have. You can see many colonial structures if you visit Kolkata. Kolkata was the first colonial capital when the Britishers came. So it still has many colonial structures. Foremost among those is the Victoria Memorial. If you go to internet, you can see the picture of the beautiful structure called Victoria Memorial. Now you have a person who's planning where to go. Mr. Arora and his family are planning to visit Kolkata this winter. So this is holiday planning which we are doing today. So you have their desire to visit Kolkata because they want to see a big modern city. Then you have historic place. Taj Mahal is one of the most famous historical places in the city of Agra. So somebody might plan a vacation to Agra. Many people come from all over the world to see the Taj Mahal. Agra has many other places to visit like the Agra Fort. Very beautiful fort is also there. All these places have a rich history which the local tourist guide will tell you. So you are going to Agra. Agra has many places to see and the tourist guide will tell you everything. Now we come to number 5. There are many foreign destinations, international tour, of great interest in and around us, like Sri Lanka. Beautiful beaches and lovely places to stay, good food to eat, so planning a vacation. Thailand, Bali, all these places we can visit. Each of them you can search and find what all are there, how to reach, how to go, etc. But now we are only doing where to go. Our company is planning a working vacation in one of these international destinations. Sometimes a group of people are taken for a vacation, but it is combined with work. So you have to work and you can enjoy the place also. So this group says our company is going to take us there so we can choose one of these places. Now you have the next point and how to travel. Usually you can travel by road, either car, which you or your friends drive, or a driver. Then you can go by bus or train or flight. All these are possible. So here again we have 4 sentences, but each cluster might be more than one sentence. You must remember that the clusters have sometimes more than one sentence. So here the first group, 4 of us friends are going on a road trip down south. So 4 of us friends are there. We are going on, on a round trip. We shall see all the places on the way. We are traveling by our own car. Now this is road travel. So 4 friends are there. They will all share the driving. They will see the places on the way. We shall be traveling for 10 days and cover about 1,000 kilometers. Now see how planning is done. How are you going to travel? That also is a part of your plan. So you plan by saying that we are 4 friends, we have 1 car, all 4 of us can drive, and we are going to go south. We are going to travel almost 1,000 kilometers in these 10 days. And whichever place is there on the way, we shall stop there and see those places. This gives your holiday a lot of freedom. You can plan. It is not something which is fixed. It is not something which is already ordered or organized. Now, sometimes you have an entire road trip, of 10 days by bus. You have 30 to 40 people in the group and they are taken from city to city or from place to place. They stop the bus and night halt they have in a hotel and you keep traveling by road. That also is possible. But you can go from one destination to other by bus. You change the bus. You don't have the same coach throughout. You have different buses. So that is the next cluster of sentences. Number 2 under, how to travel. The bus journey from here to Jaipur is very comfortable. So you don't really require anything else. There are other modes of travel, but bus is comfortable. We have to book the tickets in advance. Now you are making plans for a vacation, so you must find out everything. So you say the book tickets have to be booked in advance so that we get good seats. Sitting at the back of the bus is not preferred by many. If you sit near the wheel, you keep bumping whenever the bus is traveling. When the bus is traveling at great speed and it jumps, you feel uncomfortable. So you have to book in advance so that you get good seats. Now you have train travel. So we have the third sentence or the third cluster group of sentences under how to travel. So we say, Miss Chansey enjoys traveling by train. She prefers train travel. So whenever she plans a vacation, she's going to use the train. Though the journey she is planning will take 24 hours by train, she has chosen that instead of going by flight. She has chosen that, and that here is the train. The train takes 24 hours. The flight might take an hour or two, but she doesn't mind spending the time because the train journey is pleasurable. You see all the beautiful sights around you, the green fields, the mountains. Then you have rivers flowing. Sometimes there is a bridge across the river and the train goes on the bridge so you can see the river from close by. All these are, you see cities passing by. You see, people, so many varieties of people as you travel for 24 hours. The whole landscape changes. So train is a wonderful way of traveling. But of course, if you want to go too far away and if you want to, spend less time, if you can afford to pay for the flight, then the flight is a wonderful mode of transport. That is the last of our clusters. The Mohit family has been saving for a long time to go on a holiday and travel by air. Now, usually they cannot afford, but they have saved a lot of money now. They're planning to go by air. They have booked their flight tickets to Kashmir. So they're planning to go to Kashmir and by flight. So you can imagine that, there are various ways in which you can travel. What are the means of travel you want to choose? This, of course, you can see. There are many people who take their bicycle and ride across the country. It might take them months together, but they do it. So there are many other means of transport. You have to choose them. Earlier, when there were no cars or, no motor vehicles, then you used horses or you used elephants. So those also were modes of travel. Sometimes when you go on vacation, you can still get some riding on a horse riding. You go to Mount Abu, then you go up to see the sunset using, a horse to carry you. You ride the horse and go. Now the next point in your planning is where to stay. So when, where and how we have seen. Now where to stay, where to go is one and where to stay is another one. That also is very important. So you can stay in a hotel, you can stay in a guest house, or you can stay in homestays. These days there are many very comfortable homestays everywhere. And of course, you can always stay with friends and relatives if you are going to a place where there are many friends or where you have relatives staying, in that place. You can always visit them in the vacation, or you can use their house to stay and look around all the sites which are available in that city. So these are various ways in which you can plan your stay. Planning for stay also is very important. Unless you plan, then without planning, you can't really do anything. So when we start planning where to stay, then we have to start searching, for various things which we have to fulfill. So we have here, you have, five points which we are going to talk about. If you are going to the Kumbh Mela, that's a huge religious gathering, one of the biggest in the whole world, you may have to choose to stay in a tent. You might not get a hotel, or if you're really devout, you might want to stay close to the site, and then, close to the bathing ghats. There you have to stay in a tent. So that's also possible. Many people go camping during vacations. So they go to remote places with a camp, with, all their equipment, the tent and the sleeping bag, etc., food, cooking utensils, everything. And they go and put the camp in one of the places. They stay in the tent. But others might stay elsewhere. Vyas and his colleague are looking for some good 3 or 4-star hotels to stay during their next vacation. So Vyas and his colleague are going on a vacation, and they are looking for a 3-star hotel or a 4-star hotel. That is a comfortable hotel they are looking for. Can you recommend any? So suppose you are the one who travels regularly, they are asking you, can you recommend any? Then the next group. My friend is a government officer. During this vacation, which his family and mine are taking together. So the government officer's family and the friend who's a non-government officer, his family, they are taking a vacation together. We shall be staying in the government guest house, which is a little away from the city. It's a beautiful guest house, but little away. But we prefer to stay there and then visit the city. Then you have the next one, homestay. Mr. and Mrs. Kurian have opened a homestay in Kochi. Shall we stay there when we visit Kochi? So now our next vacation we are planning in Kochi. So shall we go to the homestay which Mr. and Mrs. Kurian have started recently? Now you come to, the other places where you can stay, and that is your friend's house or your relative's house. Hotels are very expensive in this city. If you go to a small city, you can get a wonderful hotel for a reasonable price. If you go to a big city, then the hotel prices are very huge. Luckily, we have some friends staying there. Or you can say, luckily, we have some relatives staying there. They have been inviting us for many years. I think this vacation we shall stay with them. So now you're planning your vacation. So you say, we are not going to stay in a hotel. It's expensive. So let us write a letter to our friend, or let us message them or call them and talk to them and say, are we going to, is it all right if we stay with you? So that is there. Now we come to the last of our points, and that is what to do. When you are planning a vacation, you must know what you are going to do in that vacation, because vacations are very precious. So we should not waste time. We can relax. We go for a vacation where we don't do anything but we take rest. That also is possible. So you have to plan your itinerary. What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? How many places will you visit? You have to make a clear list of all this. That is called as itinerary, and that is spelled as ITINERARY. Those of you who want to make notes out of these videos, please play the videos slowly. If you want the text, you press that CC symbol which comes onto the screen. On your video screen, you will find that. You can also reduce the speed and so that it comes slowly and you can write it down in your notebook or in your files. So you can plan first where you want to go. You can consult the internet. Do a lot of internet search. If you type the name of a city, you will find immediately Google gives you these are the places which you can see in that city. Then you choose whatever interests you. Do you want to visit museums? Do you want to visit some markets? Do you want to visit some historical places? What is it that interests you? So that you have to choose. Now here we have two long clusters of sentences. This vacation, we plan to visit 3 or 4 nearby places. Let us ask our tour operator what are the best packages they have. So we have so many days, we have so many cities in our mind. Which cities should we go to? We are not clear. So let us ask the tour operator. The tour operator who runs many packages, tour packages like this. We want to spend about a week and see the maximum number of places. See, you are clear what you want. So that is important for planning, your clarity. Then you have the next cluster which says, Sunil is very good at searching online for the best places to see during a vacation. He first lists all the places he's interested in. So what does he do? He searches online best places to see. Then he checks what are the best sites to see in these places and how much time each would take. Suppose one site takes 1 full day, then you have to budget that much time. If you can do 4 sites in a single day, that also you have to budget your time. He's interested in museums, modern bazaars and so on. But his friends want to visit other things like amusement parks, old architectural wonders, etc. So you see, you have 2 varieties here. Some people have some interest, some others have some other interest. So he tries to fit in all these in his to-do list before finalizing his vacation plan. So he is the planner for the group of friends. He sits online and he tries to do what is best for all of them. In this way, he gets a good vacation. He plans it meticulously every time. And then all of them get to see whatever they are interested in. In this way, they have a wonderful vacation. So all of you who are interested in planning your vacation can do this. All these points are important for you. Those of you who are learning English, those of you who every day tell me that I cannot speak a word of English, you can use these sentences. I'm giving you many sentences per video so that you can write down those sentences or you can, feed it into your files in the computer and then you can repeat these sentences looking at the script. You look at the script and read these sentences, each sentence 10 times. Today I got a message from a lady who says, I'm an English teacher, but I cannot speak good English. Now I feel very sorry for you because being an English teacher, you need to speak. You must be having a real difficulty. I cannot address your points, each individual at a time. I cannot address so many people. Therefore, I use this medium of the YouTube videos to talk to all of you. In this way, I can get to talk to many more than I will be able to talk if I talk to you individually. I'm only a single person, a single human being with 24 hours time. Therefore, it's very difficult for me to address all your problems. But if you watch the videos and if you follow whatever I'm telling you, do the exercises as I'm telling you to do, Even a person who doesn't know a single sentence will know 10 sentences by tomorrow. You don't require anything more than practice. Listen first to the video, 2-3 times if you need it. And then, once you have listened to it 2-3 times, try to write down if out of all these 20 sentences, 20 clusters, maybe there are 30-40 sentences. Even out of this, if you can get 10 sentences in one viewing, learn those 10 sentences today. Tomorrow you see the video again and learn some more. There are now more than 100 videos. You can choose whichever video you want and start practicing with that one video. If you cannot speak a single sentence, listen and speak, even if you make mistakes. Listen and repeat. This I told you very, very long ago in a video that this is called a shadowing technique. You listen and you repeat. This is what a small child does while learning the mother tongue. For 1 year, the child hears the mother tongue. And then after a year, the child is able to string 1 or 2 words together, slowly the whole sentence and so on. So you will also be able to do this if you practice. If you just listen to the videos and not practice, then you don't get any benefit. Please remember that if you want benefit, you need to work hard. So please do that. Thank you and all the best.